I'm the BTC Reaper, and my goal on this channel is to teach you how to reap the rewards of trading, whether the price is going up or down. So, we have quite a few things going on. We did have some negative geopolitical news. We covered that yesterday, as well as in our Discord. So, if you're missing that, join us in the Discord, hit the like and subscribe, and I'm never going to message you. So, if anyone tries to call you or message you, it's not me. But over on Total for the Daily, we did reject our rising channel, and we do have a full breakdown of that channel. So we are going to delete this channel as it has played out, and we are at the max pain of that channel. That being said, we can still go lower, but we could also set up a higher low depending on how the next couple days shake out. Our momentum is starting to round with the red dot as that VWAP breaks bearish, causing money flow to remain in the red. Stochastic is dropping down and RSI is in the red. So overall, not too great. Over on the 1 hour, if we look here, we had that double bottom possibility. You kind of saw right here, we kind of saw some consolidated moves, and we were struggling to get a new high. Once we started this pullback and got rejected from this area for the third time, that could have been a very clear clue that that double bottom would not play out. So we are going to delete this. You can also see that at the point of this indecision, our VWAP was gaining strength. We had higher highs with higher lows, but that very quickly reversed. Momentum did break bullish, but then it rejected, and it did bring the money flow into bearish territory, which the money flow was weakening at the time too. So we had weak VWAP, weak momentum, and weak money flow, and then we got a breakaway after failing to break a resistance area. So those are kind of the things you're going to want to look for when you're watching these charts. So our money flow is overall pulling back. VWAP is in the bullish territory. Momentum does want to push forward. So providing the next couple days are positive, we may still be able to set up a higher bottom compared to here, and then follow it with a higher high. Now, that being said, this would be a lower high compared to here, and we would want a higher high. The MPP does say we may have a 50% chance of not getting a higher high and a 50% chance of hitting our resistance. So it could go up one way, could go up and then reject. Not very decisive, not very helpful. Remember, that's why you use other indicators as well. Over on the 1 hour, there is a high chance of getting a higher high. Watch for higher lows and higher highs from that point if we do get that break forward. Now, over on Bitcoin futures for the daily, we have a very big breakdown, rejecting that value area high. We did see the indecision. Our MPP does say there's a high chance of pulling back down toward around that 80K. We have been mentioning that for a couple days now, and we are starting to see it break away. That being said, that could still be a higher low, just like on futures. We are also filling that gap that we've been saying to watch for right here. So we do have that chance to bounce forward, but the ideal move is going to be for us to kind of consolidate, because remember, futures does not trade on the weekend. So if Bitcoin goes up over the weekend, that's going to create another gap, just like this scenario back here, at which point we could end up dropping and filling at a later date. So keep an eye on that. Our VWAP is breaking bearish, momentum is rounding with a red dot, and money flow is breaking into the red. So daily's not looking too positive, but over on the 1 hour, there is a chance of pushing up toward 95K still, but there's also almost as equal of a chance of getting hung up on 86K. Our stochastic does want to round. That VWAP is starting to stagnate, and momentum does want to push forward, but if that VWAP cannot gain some decent strength soon, then it's likely we would pull back and continue to drop away. Over on Bitcoin, it's going to be very similar here. So we did get that drop down. We kind of rejected that rising channel. So we have 1, 2, 3 touches at the top. We tried to consolidate to create a bullish flag on lower time frames, but the higher time frame pattern won. That's why you want to pay attention to your patterns. Sometimes you have a lower time frame pattern that can break you up, but usually those higher time frame patterns are stronger. So you do want to err on the side of caution. We had a bullish probability with positive news, and that news quickly eroded. Our VWAP is starting to push down. Momentum is rounding with a red dot due to VWAP breaking down, causing money flow to remain in the red and pushing stochastic down with a bearish cross, causing RSI to drop and lead price lower. So watch those lower time frames. Over on the 1 hour here, you can see we got the classic retest and rejection. So that retest and rejection could have been your cue that we would see more pain. We do have some consolidation after a push down, and the trend so far is consolidate, break, consolidate, break, consolidate, next could be a break. So keep an eye on that, even though the MPP does say there is a pretty good chance of breaking toward that 95K still. In order to do so, we need those higher highs with higher lows. We are going to move our kind of line to where we could break down from. So we broke away from here. So max pain would be about 80K, kind of in line with futures. Our stochastic does want to push up. RSI is pushing forward. VWAP is in bullish territory. Momentum is pushing up. That money flow is in the red though. So if that VWAP cannot get higher highs with this higher low, then momentum will not push money flow higher, and we will not see strong green candles to help give us a higher low here. So if we look over at the daily and we delete all this, so remember 80K is going to be that baseline, but we could have a higher low here. If we can get a higher high, that could create a bullish trend overall, but it is kind of dicey. Right now, we do have a high, a lower high, and a low. So watch out for a lower low because that could create a bearish trend. But again, if lower time frames start to push forward, then we could push forward. But the ideal scenario is going to be for us to consolidate or even push down. That way, futures does not create another gap to the downside where we pump up and then shoot back down. So we are going to hop over to the graph. Going to be very similar. Struggled, got that rejection. We are pretty much at that max pain of the MPP. Our RSI and stochastic are dropping away. VWAP is breaking into bearish territory. Money flow is pulling back. So I would watch for another retest of the value area low if this 1 hour does not gain some strength soon. So over on the 1 hour, we do have the potential for a higher low compared to here and here, but we need to really pick up pace in order for that to happen. That VWAP does have a higher low. We need it to get a higher high to push momentum further and give that money flow some strength. Now over on XRP, probably very similar. We did get that breakaway toward that 218. We did say to watch out for this range, so hopefully you are DCAing in at this range, as I believe the $2 range is a pretty solid range. Our stochastic is starting to pull back. RSI is dropping as a result. VWAP has lower highs and lower lows, bringing momentum and money flow lower. So not very set up for some strong bullish moves there. Over on the 1 hour, this could be a lower low. Yeah, we have a lower low in comparison to back here with lower high. So overall, we are seeing a erosion of price. So err on the side of caution. But over on the 1 hour, we do have a 50-50 chance, just like the rest of the market. So the market seems very indecisive still. So we may not see some decision until the next couple days. But that VWAP is trying to hold bullish, pushing momentum higher. And if that can maintain, money flow can go from red toward the green. And then we could gain some further strength if tomorrow is more bullish. Thank you for watching tonight's video. Hit the like and subscribe and join us in that Discord. Remember, I will not call or message you.